Hey guys, so this is my long-awaited hair coloring video. I'm going to show you exactly how I bleach my extensions this way. It's going to be a little bit different with these new extensions, but it's the same method as always. So this is my third attempt trying to film a color video for the Mercy's hair extensions, Kinky Curly. So these are the supplies that you're going to need to achieve that color. You're going to need at least 4 packets of the Kaleidocolors in the blue, at least 4 for 2 bundles. Any more bundles, you'll need more packets of bleach. I used 2 packets of the red gold Corrector. This is going to take away the brassiness, and so is the Wella Color Charm Cooling Violet in 50. This is an additive that you're going to add to your hair color later, so you'll see that later. These are the colors I used on the Mercy hair extensions, Kinky Curly, but I used a different brand and a different shade for the DQ Hair Shop extensions that you'll see later. So these extensions are actually the DQ EURASIAN Body Wave extensions. I've already dyed the Mercy hair extension, so I can't show you a video on that. I filmed it and it was just, the lighting was terrible. So I'm going to show you, it's the same technique, it's different hair, but because it is different hair, the results are going to come out a little bit differently. The porosity, the hair texture, it's all different, so you know the results are going to be a little bit different. But if you do get the Mercy hair extensions, the Kinky Curly, you'll get results similar to what I got just because it's the same hair texture. So I'm just going to release the bundles. I find it easier to kind of separate it all and lay it flat. I don't bleach the extensions tied up like that only because it makes it easier to get to the top of the weft and it ensures the nice smooth color. Now for the DQ hair extensions, I used the VIOLET Kaleidocolors bleach. I decided to get the tub only because I find myself bleaching lots and lots of extensions and it was just more economical for me, but you can always get the packets. The purple actually helps to give more of an iridescent tint to the hair, whatever that means. So I decided to give that a try as opposed to the blue that I've been using, but the purple only gives 4 levels of lift. So if you're looking for the brightness of the Mercy hair extensions, you're definitely going to want to try the blue as opposed to the purple Kaleidocolors. So I'm putting about 8 scoops from this container into the bowl. And like I said, you'll probably need 4 or 5 packets if you're going to go the packet route. And then I'm using 30 Developer from Salon Care, and it's the cream as opposed to the clear. It's just my preference. And then I'm going to just mix that in with the powder. And I want to get something that's a little bit more liquidy than pancake batter. So I'm going to start applying bleach to the ends of the hair. This is going to give me a really nice gradation, so it's going to be darker at the roots and lighter at the end. The ends are definitely going to process a lot longer than the roots, and that's the effect I'm going for. If you don't want that effect, then you can go ahead and just cover the hair completely in bleach, making sure to saturate it. I like to use the side of the brush so that way I don't get any harsh lines working my way upwards. I'm going to flip the hair over to ensure that the hair is fully saturated. I'm going to repeat this process for all of my bundles to ensure that there is uniformity and that all of the bundles have a gradation effect. So I let the end sit for about 5 minutes before I move on to the middle of the hair. And like I said, this is going to give me that gradation from light to dark. And as always, I'm making sure to fully saturate the hair, getting in between the middle, splitting the wefts apart, so that way I don't miss any spots. Better not to make any mistakes now. because you don't want to have to go back and fix anything. So for these extensions, I'm leaving the roots pretty dark. I'm not going to go all the way up to the weft because I'm going to do that with the color, and the color is also going to lighten them a bit. But I'm just trying to make sure that I don't have a direct line where the bleach ends. So I'm sort of patting it on in that sort of motion upwards, but not all the way to the top, because I still want some of that root. For the Mercy's hair extensions, the Kinky Curly, what I did was go all the way up to the root after I left the middle on for about 10 minutes. So it was 5 for the ends, 10 for the middle, and then I went up to the top with the bleach, and I left that on for another 10, for a total of 25 minutes with the bleach for the Mercy's hair extensions Kinky Curly. Now for these specific DQ Hair Shop Eurasian Loose Wave extensions, I had to leave the bleach on the hair for a total of an hour and 30 minutes, including that 5-minute bleach application for the tips. This hair just was not really taking to the bleach the way that the Mercy hair extensions took to the bleach. And that's why the Mercy hair extensions only had to have the bleach on there for such a short amount of time. So just note that all extensions are different, and some brands and some textures take longer than others. These are the results of the bleach on the DQ hair extensions after an hour and 30 minutes. After I rinsed the hair, I applied a conditioner for 10 minutes and rinsed that out. So now it's time for hair color. I used the one and only Argan Oil hair color in the shade 8N. That's going to give a really nice natural blonde color. If you want less brassiness, you're going to want an 8A, and that's going to give you a little bit more ash. 1 tube of this hair dye is equivalent to 2 tubes of any other hair dye, so that's about 3 ounces. And I already pre-measured my developer, which was the 30 cream from the Salon Care, so I added 6 ounces. The measurement is 2 parts developer to 1 part color. So since there were 3 ounces of the hair color in that single tube, I'm going to add 6 ounces of developer into the bowl. I'm then going to mix this until it is well blended. Once the hair color is well blended, I'm going to go ahead and add 3 capfuls of the Wella Cooling Violet, and this is going to help tone down the brassiness. And then I'm going to add 3 capfuls of the developer just to match the consistency. This is like science, guys. So when I get a really nice smooth mixture, I'm just going to apply this all over the wefts from the ends all the way up to the tips. And I'm making sure to saturate the hair very nicely as well. I did find, since 1 tube of hair color contained 2 applications, it was more than enough for the 3 bundles that I had. With the Mercy's Kinky Curly hair extensions, I ended up using 2 bottles of the Wella Color Charm. I used 8A at the top, so that was the shortest lengths, and I used the 7A at the bottom, which were the longer lengths, and that just added some dimension to the hair, and I just like having the top of my hair a little bit lighter and brighter than the bottom. DQ Eurasian hair extensions, fully blow dried, and this is the final color. So you see the gradation of the darkness to the lightness, and that's how I dye all of my hair extensions. I love the subtle differences and the variation of the hair, and I think that's what makes it look so natural. So here's a close-up. It's really nice chocolate brown at the root and a really nice light blonde at the ends. And here are the Mercy's Kinky curly hair extensions, just doing a comparison for you to see that texture does change the hair color. If you follow the guidelines, you'll get the same color for the Mercy. So here I'm just comparing it to the Mercy's Hair Extensions Mongolian Loose Curly and the Mongolian Kinky Curly. So you can just see how texture changes the result. The ends of the Mongolian Loose Curly are a lot lighter because I processed the ends twice. So I hope this video was super easy to follow along and really helpful. This method will work for all virgin hair extensions, but it will not work for processed hair because that'll just ruin the extensions. Always use your best judgment. If you find that the hair is lightening pretty quickly, then you might not even have to leave the bleach on for 30 minutes. And you can just go ahead right into your color treatment. And always have fun with it. Add some personality. If you want your ends lighter, then you can always go back in and process the ends to a lighter color. If you want some highlights, add them. Why not? If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, guys. Bye!